isn't most days in my life. This isn't even some days in my life. This is just a day in my life. Today. But what is normal about today is baby wakes up, I wake up, dog wakes up. So I gotta deal with these two guys. Aspirationally, I turn on my coffee machine every morning. But it's not until dog is fed and walked, baby is, hangs out for a little bit and then goes back to sleep. I like to sit down and have my coffee in a more relaxed state. However, with baby and dog, mornings are not that way. So I can't have my coffee until the dog is fed and walked. I can't walk the dog until the baby goes back to sleep. And I can't put the baby back to sleep until he's, hung out here for about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, where he's just practicing standing, crawling, making several attempts at unplugging every cable from my TV. And only then, after all that's done, then I can sit down and peacefully have a coffee. I can't wait to have that coffee. About an hour and a little bit later, still no coffee. This guy's still awake. Just feeding him now. He's having some egg. Hopefully he gets a little sleepy after having some breakfast. Yeah, I suppose I could have a coffee now, but I don't know. It's just like, this is just the routine I had now. It's like when he's waking up and I gotta watch him, I really don't have time to I'll make a coffee so many times and it just kind of just sits there and gets cold. So I've just decided I'm not gonna make a coffee until I can absolutely just sit down and enjoy it, which is hopefully soon. The weather has been absolutely amazing. Since we've been here, there's been a couple rainy days, but otherwise, the weather has just been no complaints, which is amazing because, hey, Fido, come on. Because I know that winter is coming and it's not gonna stay like this. And luckily today I finally found someone to play tennis with. So so glad that while I'm still able to, can get out there, play some tennis, and then I'll concede that it's winter and it's time to put the racket away for the season at least. Okay, so baby is finally sleeping, and that means I can finally. That's good. I wasn't much of a coffee drinker until I got my own espresso machine, and game changer. Now it's very difficult to go to Starbucks or anywhere else and have a coffee when I know that I can make it at home to my exact specifications, using the beans I want, using the type of milk I want, and yeah, there's no going back now. I'm a coffee snob now. Deal with it. Yes, that's good. Okay, Roosevelt Island. How do I explain this to you? If that's Manhattan,
And then somewhere over here is Queens. Then there's this like sliver of island up here called Roosevelt Island. I've never been there. I doubt many of you have ever been there. I don't know anybody who lives there. I don't know what is there other than today I'm going to be playing tennis somewhere up here. So how do you get to the island? According to Google Maps, the quickest way to get to the island is by bike. So obviously it's an island. How do you bike to an island? There's a bridge that goes here that I'm going to have to bike to this bridge, go across here, and then up, and then find another bridge that takes you onto Roosevelt Island. And that's how I got to go. That is what we're doing today. But before I deal with that chaos, I have to have this peaceful moment of having my coffee, which includes not filming. So I'm gonna have a sip for B-roll, and then I'm gonna look pensively off into the distance, even though the kitchen is right there. And then I'm going to cut to whatever I'm doing next. Ready to go.
We made it across the Queensboro Bridge, so we're in Queens now. And if I'm not mistaken, right across from the Queensboro Bridge is where Nas grew up. So yeah, a little bit of hip hop history here. Let's go.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Main Street, then turn left onto the road.
According to the map, the court should be right here. All right, made it. It's just over 30 minutes bike ride. That should be plenty of warm up. Man, yeah, it is quiet here, man. It's like a full-on like suburb. It's like peaceful waterfront. That's Queens over there on the other side. Manhattan over there. Anyway, quiet. The thing is, it's kind of annoying. I think it'd be a little bit of annoying getting in and out of on a daily basis unless you were just able to have everything you needed to have right here on the island. Anyway, just waiting for my tennis partner to show up, which is great. Gives me a few minutes to cool down. So yeah, excited to hit the court. I think it's been well over a month since I played tennis back in Toronto at my old tennis club. Definitely gonna miss that place. So anyway, freaking beautiful fall day. Like, I would venture to say, I would go on a limb and say this is like the perfect kind of day. Yeah, it's just spectacular. Tennis over. So good to get out, hit the ball. Finally, things are settling down a bit. I can start doing some of the things that I just love. I don't know if I said that already, but I was rusty, like really bad, and that's a lot saying coming from me because I'm usually not that great already, but it was especially bad. Ride home. I need to get something to eat. Actually, I need to get something to eat and then maybe ride home. So hopefully I can find something here in Roosevelt Island. I might see about taking the ferry. If I could take a ferry to at least get me down to like 34th Street, that would be, and then bike down from there, that would be sweet. So We'll see. We'll see what our options are. We have transit options here by land, sea, and actually even air on Roosevelt Island. I think there's like a gondola. I don't know what the situation is with that, but I've seen it kind of going back and forth. So I'm not doing that today. I'm either gonna just bike all the way home, which means going into Queens, crossing over Queensboro Bridge, or I'm gonna take the ferry, which would be chill. Like the ferry would be really chill right now. So I think that's gonna be my preference. Hopefully it makes sense. But anyway, let's go. I gotta get my cycling shoes back on, clip in, and get going. Didn't bother with the ferry. Didn't feel like spending all this time looking for it. So yeah, just been going back the same way I came. I didn't know there were so many hills on Manhattan. Come on. Okay, I'm back home now. My God, I am tired. 40-minute ride to Roosevelt Island. An hour and a half, 2 hours of tennis, 40-minute ride back. Like, yeah, I think I've earned some carbs today. Yeah, but also more than that, I think I've earned a nap. And I hate to do it because it's just such a freaking nice day. Yeah, but I need to rest. So I'm gonna just got home. Just gonna take a shower, get comfortable, and maybe rest for a little bit. But I'm still hungry. I still haven't really had a real meal today, so I need to figure that out soon. After a shower and a quick kind of rest, not quite a nap. I think I maybe like dozed off for like 3 minutes. I need to get something to eat, so taking the baby out, give the wife a little bit of a break.
Qué bueno verte, Puente. Manejen con cuidado, taxis amarillos. Diviértanse, patinadores de hielo en el centro Rockefeller. Diviértanse todos en Times Square. Duerman bien, neoyorquinos. Buenas noches. Gracias por compartir un día maravilloso. Y ahora, buenas noches a ti. Buenas noches.
My son just went to sleep. I know it's super early because it's still light out, but that boy was tired, and I had much grander visions of what I wanted to accomplish today. I didn't want to just be a tennis and bike ride day. I thought maybe I could go get my hair cut. There's some administrative things I still need to do. Just a lot of like loose ends, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely more important things I could have done today other than just go play tennis. But yeah, I wanted to. It's a beautiful day. There's not that many more of these left. I know how northeastern winters go. Like I said, there's like a bunch of administrative things that need to be done. Then this is one of the biggest things that you'll have to deal with if you ever decide to move to the United States or move to another country, just in general, wherever it may be, is just having to restart everything. You need a new bank account. You need to change your driver's license. And that's just like the stuff that you need to the prerequisite to all that is you need to get your social security number. You need to have some sort of work authorization, all that jazz, obviously. And then, what's particularly unique about the United States is health insurance. That's particularly annoying, because we've never had to think about that as Canadians. Not never had to think about it, but like you for like the regular everyday general healthcare, you don't really have to think about it. And then when you do need to go to a hospital, you just go, You don't need to think about whether that hospital is in your network and how much you're covered for a hospital in your network versus outside of your network. And apparently you get taxed if you don't have health insurance. I'm just learning now, all these years hearing about the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. All these years hearing about it, I never knew what it actually was. One of the things is to encourage people to get health insurance. You actually get taxed if you don't have health insurance. So, would you rather pay the tax or would you rather just get health insurance? As they say, thanks Obama. While I wanted to do and show you guys so much more today, it ended up being kind of just that one thing, but you know, that's what I did today, and that was a day in my life.